like just the best team right now.
Still, no switches coming through. They still want to play solo as that breach initiator for this double play that they have. End up being good at it, actually, on these set plays to work towards at least the long C executions. I love the flasher some solo.
Stop being salty that 100 Thieves didn't make it. I'm not. I'm sad that we're not there, but like, you know, you have to put some respect on Sentinels. You got to put respect.
Is just how TenZ was able to move around with that operator as Jet on the A side.
Any kind of like team drama or like teammates or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, they look like the best team and they deserve this. So we're getting live here. Let's see what ends up happening. But I think this is about to be the swiftest 2-0 of the whole tournament. Maybe not though.
For Sentinels at the choke point area, it won't spot anything, so they might be able to rotate one player back.
Both NUTURN and Sentinels feeling one another out in the early moments here on Haven. You can see that's, I mean, we've seen this from Sentinels so far this tournament. They do often like to opt into just playing quite a passive opening just to really allow their opponents, well, allow themselves time to see what their opponents want to do.
I don't know if you guys were watching yesterday, but
really showing any weaknesses or
NUTURN plays this weird, like, hyper-aggressive comp, but they play it very passively. They play it very, like, they don't really, like, dash up with the breach flashes, usually. They default a lot instead of being, like, hyper-aggressive, which is different than on teams that run double duelist breach. So we'll see if they've changed anything, or if they're going to get stomped in Haven like they have the last 2 times they played it. Hopefully it's a close one, chat. Hopefully we get a map 3, but
it's not going to work. But look at this. They're falling back to try to sell a fake towards this A side because Perry stays inside this corner. So up to solo.
This weird thing too where their breach is like their lurker. It's so weird.
Actually Shazam to rotate towards the A side, but the hit
Diction?
is still going to happen towards C.
13-6 Sentinels win this map.
I love this from NUTURN. Really trying to big brain Sentinels here, but there comes the flash, and Sentinels now know exactly what's going on. 6 deep, he's in the cage actually. He's gonna have to try to pick. Oh my god, Sick is nuts! Great shot there, and that's going to eliminate most of these entry fraggers here for NUTURN. 7 seconds to go, they've got to plant the spike. They've got to start planting the spike. There's no time.
He stopped it. No time to plant.
He's done it.
It's over.
The round is impossible to win now. There's just no time, and Sentinels will pick it up despite a few extra kills coming in late here for NUTURN.
Wow. Well, I guess that's a silver lining, right? There's no spike plant for NUTURN. Solo gets 4 kills and a death.
Like, I don't know if Shroud. I don't think Shroud's back yet. But dude, these guys have such an aggressive and like such a good comp to just like dash, satchel, flash in, but they don't. They're running the clock out every round. We saw it the last 2 times they played Haven. It's the same thing. They're executing with like 15, 20 seconds left, and they have to go through Cypher cages, Astra sucks. Dart, like it's so hard.
And no force buy this time from NUTURN. Mackie just hopping up, looking to get in towards B. Well, he destroyed a tripwire for his troubles at least. Oh wow! Hello.
Okay.
Nice catch. Oh, speaking of a good catch, solos. Gonna take down Zombs as well. There's only 3 players left now for Sentinel. Oh, no. This is getting quite awkward. They have to get the spike though, and it's actually back window, which is precisely where TenZ is. TenZ could still save this round. He spotted the spike. Oh my goodness. Well, there goes Perry, and he's lit up Allow. Like Allow can't really fight TenZ at all, and TenZ knows it. He's gonna finish him off.
At least Perry got the kill before he died, right? So that actually puts TenZ on his own. It's a
this is
2
winnable
versus
here.
1, but TenZ could definitely be the clutcher.
Oh, they wasted breach ult for
Rolling
this.
Thunder. You love to see
it.
Oh.
Your back trap?
Yeah, that's bad timing.
I love that.
In typical NUTURN fashion, they just get demolished piss round by time running out, and then this round they force and win, but off a breach ult. Breach ult second round.
Oh, you're saying NUTURN played a slow pistol and lost due to time, and now they got.
And now they just push and kill everyone.
Okay. What's their comp? Is it the standard?
Same to dead.
Same thing.
Jet raise breach, yeah.
Yeah, same as dude. I feel like it's such a dated comp, man.
It's like first strike comp.
Yeah.
Almost dodged that too with a dash.
Which at this point is like 6 months ago now.
It is Sentinels on this marsh.
I wonder why. Why are they running this?
Here for them.
I mean, it's work. I mean, they've gotten this far, so it's got to be working, kind of.
Yeah, but the thing is not off their Haven. This is the third. This is the okay. The last 2 times they played Haven is what did you say? 16-3, 16-4,
13-5s, both of them.
or sorry, 13, not 16. My bad. But yeah, I mean, like I said, they're playing this hyper aggro comp, and they're not playing hyper aggressive. They're not abusing like Jet, Ray's breach. Their breach is still lurking.
It's hard to say though, because remember how we found out that NUTURN has the worst starts ever?
Yeah.
Their worst starts were on Haven. Haven was the first map that they got 13-5 on, both BO3s. So I don't know. You know, I don't know how accurate that is. If they always have such a slow start.
Was Haven the first map both times too? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Both 13-5s were the first map, and then they ended up winning the second and the third one. So they might just have a really, really, not a bad Haven, but a bad start.
Well, you wonder if it's just also the regional difference too. Just on Haven, all these teams are playing Astra, and you know I don't think Vision Strikers plays Astra on Haven. So if nobody from Korea really plays Astra, and all of a sudden they're playing all these EU and NA teams that do play Astra, or even like the post plant lineups, like the Viper, Brim, Killjoy, Sova, it might just be they haven't seen this. They haven't had to deal with like trying to X you with 15 seconds, and all of a sudden you're getting Astra sucked, arrowed, darted, like everything.
Yeah.
And have less bodies for Sentinels, less chances for Sentinels.
That said, I mean, they're halfway to their normal score line, so
just running down that map,
that's fucked up.
Trying to create that divergence, trying to force the rotations, and running back towards that C side. It's something definitely night and day from their bind play, where it was static on a default to try to figure out Sentinels. But so far, it's been going pretty well to control the map at the beginning.
For some reason, NUTURN's playstyle reminds me of T1. I don't know why.
As I mentioned that,
because that's how T1 plays as well. They walk around and try to execute with like 15 seconds. They do like the old school CS thing, or I call it seesawing. I know you.
I said ping pong, but seesaw's way better.
Yeah, they seesaw around. They try to find an opening, and if they don't find one, they execute with like 15-20 seconds left.
Running low on those. Hunter's Fury comes through. Oh, this is a fantastic.
I'm not trying to say Korea is a bad region or anything. I just think they're not used to it. It's just a different playstyle.
Such a smart read. Ten's got the information, knowing they grouped up in a lobby. It's hard to dodge that Hunter's Fury if you're shooting.
Ryan was saying that T1 is just all over the place, changing their comps right now, trying to figure out where they want to land.
Still a problem, and the dash too.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing Sean said. There's just so many like different comps and agent lineups you can run that it's hard to land on something. Like, what is considered meta?
Yeah.
Every region has their own meta.
Yeah. There's the spike. I mean, Perry can do whatever he
I
wants.
feel like what's meta is just what your team can do the best.
Yeah,
like that's pretty much what it is. Because like as weird as it is, because like they're professional players, but as weird as it is, some people just like they just can't perform the same if they were told, all right, you're our Astra now, and they were Jet the whole time. You know, some people just can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people that are actual like can only play one agent. Like there's Jet one tricks that can only play Jet, and so they base their agent lineup around that knowledge.
Unfortunately, I just don't think that's. I don't think if you're that kind of player, I just don't think this is the game for you, in my opinion. If you want to be a long-term player in this scene,
I agree.
I think you need to learn to adapt. You need to up your pool, and you need to be constantly ready because like Riot isn't Valve. They're not just gonna sit here and let the game just exist and do nothing.
Exactly. I mean, I feel like my team talks about it a lot sometimes, and we think that like depending on like what map you're playing, if you're starting attack or defense first, the team you're playing against, like it'll eventually be you flex to whatever agent is best against them.
Yeah, that's what Sean said. Sean said that same thing.
Just makes sense. It's gotta go that way eventually. This game is just so new. You can get away being a one trick for now.
Dude, if Dapper got one entry, this would have been a super easy round for them. One entry kill on that exact. Oh my god.
Perry's feeling himself now.
That was a nice shot.
Just what a
One
crazy
entry, though, then that
ball
would have
on
been
Seaside.
convincing.
It will be Sentinels again.
It would have changed
Coming out on
everything.
top
Yeah,
just
that
by
first
one
kill.
player.
That Dapper kind of whiffed.
I actually like the
I feel like it's
flashes
so
that are being
easy to
burned from
whiff
Nuturn
in this
again,
game, and I don't know
because
why.
The standard way, usually when you see an Omen inside that C choke and he throws that paranoia,
Makes me mad how easy it is to whiff.
Logs. At the same time, though, you have some great flashes being thrown by Solo just by the same spot at Logs 2 to flash the default in the back.
It's just like, you know, just don't whiff. Just aim better.
Yeah, like I guess, like I don't know. You just like what can like.
We can't all be like you, Shroud. We can't just all have sick aim.
No,
Just
I'm
never
saying,
whiff.
I was saying that from a personal experience, man. It's so easy to whiff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But look at Tenz's position. He's in a great spot for a 2.
Maybe it's my res.
And there it is.
Maybe it's just everything. Res, crosshair, mouse, change it all.
Looks like everything's being defended quite nicely here by Sentinels.
Well, I can tell you, it's most definitely not my computer.
You can see
That I've guaranteed throughout my whole career.
You have a NASA right now?
They managed to do
Yep.
an okay job.
It's just the 5950X. It's so good for this game.
Just tens, so.
Oh man, I kind of want to build a computer with that.
What do you have?
At this point, you're trying to figure
I have
out
a 10900X, I think.
Oh, the Intel?
Like
Or
an
the 9K?
i9. Yeah, i9. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
It's fine, but I was told at the time that the i9 was better, but now everyone's saying the AMD is actually better. So
Yeah, that one. It's not bad, but like it's definitely good. But for whatever reason, the AMD CPUs are just so insane on games like this. I don't know why.
yeah, you're just running around World of Warcraft with 7,000 FPS.
I wish, but still very high.
Oh, sorry, 6,000.
6,000, yeah, 6,000.
And the showstopper's going to come out here for Suggest as well.
What was that noise?
Entry into the A sites.
Someone sucking a straw.
Oof. It looked like he couldn't get gotten the crash
what I heard.
there on the player in heaven, but they'll still get the spike planted. Meanwhile, though, Sentinels are coordinating for a retake. The Cosmic.
Oh,
Stream dead for you too?
oh, that was you too?
Yeah.
Heck, everyone else is seeing it. Oh yeah, what the heck? It died for both of us at the same time.
Takes one with him. I mean, Lakia
Is
has
this
on
refresh?
two,
Is it
but
best?
Yeah, you gotta
wanna
refresh.
get
That was
this,
weird.
and The flick is
Oh.
pretty quick there from Lakia, but still
Wait.
just too much to handle. And Sentinels begin to pull away again.
Just a couple people left.
Just a beautiful
Me and
read there
HIKO.
from Sentinels, because
Couple.
not only the Cosmic
a
Divide,
couple.
it allows Sentinels to get into the site, but combining
What
it
time
with
is in your run right
the
now?
gravity
27,
well at that
26.
default. After
Okay,
a plant,
you're a second
you're
ahead of
sticking
me.
around that area as a plant carrier, the plant spiker, you're trying to watch that window side, you get pulled
20,
away,
19,
and immediately
18?
headshot it from heaven side. And
I
that
don't-
allows Sick to also throw the curveball down the
Okay,
window
you're probably
towards
slow. That's
L,
whatever.
and
Yeah.
just drops for a solo play to get that kill. It's been
8,
very difficult
7,
for NUTURN to set up
6,
a crossfire on that
5.
post plant, and Sentinels does a great job out of that. And because of that, this puts NUTURN on a lower buy. Looks like they're forcing up here with a Spectre and a couple of chairs.
I don't
But
know.
they've
I
worked
think
their abilities and have worked their
I think in
ultimate
10,
with
15
this
minutes
before.
we're out of here.
And now that they have
It's a wrap.
both
I
of
think
them,
so.
like
I'm
like
thinking the
13,
same.
like 13-4 or something.
towards
13-5, just keep it consistent for
Yeah,
Nintendo
why
on this
not?
map.
Yeah, some early presence there towards A. Solo, in fact, is going
Does this mean the loser of this plays V1? So V1
No,
could have...
V1's out.
Oh, V1's...
V1's
Oh,
out
yeah,
now.
V1's out. That's right. The loser of this plays...
They have done this
The
a couple
winner of,
times,
like,
NUTURN.
whoever-
Liquid
Like,
Fnatic.
looking to be, especially
Yeah,
in numbers
okay,
like
yeah, yeah.
buys, so at this point, it seems
So
like
tomorrow's like
Thomas
I think tomorrow's 2
has a lot of
matches,
anticipation for
and then
that.
Sunday's grand finals, right? It's gotta be.
Yeah,
He
yeah, yeah,
smells
yeah.
weakness, and he'll pounce.
Kind of a... Dude. I don't know. There's only 10 teams, but I feel like there's so many matches. It started on Monday. It's ending on Sunday. That's crazy.
Yeah, this could
Yeah, it's a
actually be
full
an
week.
opportunity. The Astra Star comes in though.
It doesn't
That
seem like
well
it's
protects
so
that.
close to being
That
done
could
too.
be,
Like,
Yeah.
literally in 2 days.
And that will
Like tomorrow is
stand
we'll know
across
who's in the
back
grand
safety.
finals against probably
That said,
Sentinels.
though, maybe
Yeah.
there is no safety. He's going to have to fight his way out of there.
Oh, that looks so
it's
laggy.
Shazam. He's going to do just that.
Are they sure they're on land, or...?
And he seems like he'll be able to hold this one off
Oof.
by himself.
With 20 seconds left, you've gotten 2 kills. You've upgraded into a Phantom. Are you going to try to hurt more economy or just try to go to save this weapon? Looks to be the first part.
I feel like I think it's so long because I just remember CS tourneys, 4 days, 16 teams.
You remember? I mean,
10 matches a day. 10 matches a day.
we would have 16-team tournaments. You'd fly in on a Thursday night. You're home. You fly home on like a Sunday night or a Monday morning. Like literally 16 teams in 3 days.
So many matches.
To be fair, I mean, this was a whole all double elim, all best of 3, and double. I guess that's everything.
Yeah.
A one shot to the dome.
BO5, I guess. Wait, once we get there.
Is Grand Finals BO5 confirmed?
I'm pretty sure.
Looking for a fast push inside the sewers because of these knives, and they open it up onto 10s.
Yoink.
That is glorious there.
I feel like you found the equation. Anytime you see a breach flash early, it's instantly just they're doing something aggressive. The breach doesn't flash, doesn't use any of his like non-free abilities unless they're doing a strat insta.
Yeah, he won't just throw a flash.
I don't know if there's a dash available.
No,
just like
not even as a fake.
Yeah,
literally, if it's a flash, there's a jet dashing or a raise satcheling in.
Comes through onto the A site, but meanwhile, Suggest has been lurking up into B, and the positioning game is well into.
They have all of B, but like I feel like.
However, Dapper
all right,
can still cause problems.
I don't think it's not as crucial as having all of A or all of C to yourself, you know.
Oh.
There comes the paranoia through.
Oh.
Still good for the frag, though.
Yep,
Sentinels
there it is.
all of the kills
Oh,
as they come back
no.
into the site. Suggest he thinks that he's being unseen.
Okay, so the fact that Suggest was in the back of sight and kills 0 after 2 of his teammates already died, that's so unfortunate for them. Oh no, everything's going wrong.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but like, what was he doing? Like playing the long game, letting his whole team get ripped apart, and then he was gonna save the day? Why not be the first? Why not be like the first kill? You'd get a freebie.
He definitely could have killed.
He could have easily killed one of them.
Probably the Phoenix, right? He got flashed by the Phoenix flash, but there was an angle where he was just like tried to have too much trigger discipline when he should have just like, yeah. What is
Yeah, he was going for the gold. He was going for all of it. He's just being greedy with it.
To be fair, it is kind of unlucky that like the last guy actually was the one that went to actually double check to make sure no one was shielded.
Yeah.
But he could have definitely walked away with like 2 or 3 there.
And they didn't give a chance for NUTURN to set up for a post plant, and to try to run through a hot hands like that with all these smokes, not necessarily achievable there for NUTURN.
Now, maybe they were planning something crazy, like let them all in, and then do a breach ult that cuts off before Gong, and then he just goes in from the back and just owns.
They've had some sort of success getting into
because they did use a breach ult, so maybe there was a plan there, but it didn't happen.
That would be 5-head. I don't know if I don't know if that tactical level would have. Well, maybe. You never know.
An upper hand from Sentinels' side.
It's just the same, you know, we can beat this, we can beat this idea to the ground, but it's like, NUTURN is playing a super aggressive comp on attack, and they're not playing aggressive enough with their comp. They're just getting picked apart before they even gather. Like, they're literally, like, taking slow individual battles and just...
I kind of got here late. Well, not that late, but I feel like I haven't seen any, garage control from them when they could just take it easily.
Yeah.
They could easily take it. They just blow up one side, flash, it's theirs. Roomba, flash, it's theirs.
I mean, a lot of meta in NA is trying to find where the Sentinels are playing. Like you know, we talked about this in the other, even the EE game. It's like, find where the Sentinel, the Killjoy or Cypher is playing, kill their trips, kill their shocks, or shock their trips, or just kill them, find where they're playing, and then you can do something off of that. But Dapper has full, like, he's not afraid at all, having 2 trips and both of his cages in C site the entire run, and his camera is not even getting, like, found and shot either.
Yeah.
This the round they finally take garage, maybe?
I feel like they were planning it, and then Sick peeked and killed one.
Good peek there from Sick.
And here comes the dash with the flash on the back box. He's going to be on top of it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
They're waiting. They're letting Sentinels rotate.
Oh, he didn't go on top of the box.
Nicely here. Allow goes down. Dapper in his own cage.
Oh, no.
Cause problems there. Able to get the reload off. Lakia unable to really get the space.
Can you not spam that? Surely you could.
I don't think you can. If you crouch there?
No. I don't believe it. Spam the tip of the head on that angle, looking down.
There's a metal box, like the metal part blocks most of it. Maybe you can do a little damage, but
they are really getting quite far ahead.
Oh yeah, and you drop the spike, unfortunately, as you're trying to move up towards this seaside. That's a great pick from Sig. Look at the amount of headshots he's landing right now.
Did you just see what that raise did? Hello?
On top of the logs.
Just peek and die?
No, they were double holding garage, the garage peak, right? They were holding, one was at the grass box and one was at the grass wall. And as Sig peeks and takes the duel, the raise just hides, and then his teammate dies. Like, literally, he walked out. He walked out, took the duel, and the raise hid. There was no flash, nothing. That was so weird. He could have easily got the trade.
Yeah. Oh, finally they tried to do something aggressive in garage, but unfortunately,
that was unlucky though. He got spammed.
Yeah.
Like through smoke.
At the same time, like we see Allow try to get some action
Like,
towards the
if he had a rifle, if he had a rifle, he catches that guy though. In SMG.
Yeah, but even this round, one guy ran to garage alone, and one guy just peeked sewer, and both of them died. So it's 3v5, and there's just no trade potential anywhere.
And they're against 4 players. Tens has the Blaze Storm ready to go. Oh! Out of the sky! Blast 10 straight in the face. And there
This
comes
is not going to work.
All back to C? They already know. They're already moving.
This is going to be quite difficult. Just the Sheriff to go, and Dapper's going to pepper.
Is he looking for a camera? It's not there.
It was there, but not like,
well,
not
it's
there.
Deep sea.
It's deep sea, yeah.
Result is the same.
He had no idea what it was.
Despite all that, I don't care that they lost a round for NUTURN. That was an absolute monster of a shot there from Perry. To flick that into Tens flying in the air.
Man.
Still 9-2 in favor of Sentinels. You still have, again, those little silver linings that gives you hope.
The scoreline is kind of expected.
Hey, look at that. He's expected it the whole time.
Oof.
Just really
Still a nice shot.
Plays. Like I said, NUTURN are doing a good job.
As he's getting pulled too. It's perfect timing.
Yeah.
Overall, but it's just, again,
Wait, it actually was mid-pull. It was mid-suck. He was moving.
Just a little bit too much right
I think it was
now
just the second he was like the second it pulled, he shot.
Going all out here towards the seaside den.
Here we go.
Off a fault line.
All right, look, it's last round. Please, here we go.
Do you after seeing this performance against Sentinels, do you see a NUTURN in the finals going when they get to lowers here?
Updraft dash.
Like, do you realistically see this team beating a Fnatic or Liquid?
I think their Ascent and Split looked way better than their Bind and Haven. Way better. So, you know, if somehow they can manipulate the vetoes to only have to play one of them, which they technically could, maybe they're just so much better at the other maps that they can beat the EU teams. Well, they only have to beat one EU team, right?
Yeah.
Liquid has to play Fnatic, and then Nu plays the winner of that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think NUTURN can beat Liquid or Fnatic? I personally,
can't get it done, though.
I don't know. I just don't think so.
It's hard watching them get just stomped like this and expect them to be able to. Like, they did look decent on. They looked better on Split than they did on Ascent, and they didn't look that good on Ascent. It was really close, but they definitely have looked just not good on Bind or on Haven the whole tournament. At Bind
so you know what? I bet you they can beat a Liquid, but they can't beat a Fnatic. That's my guess. Just looking at comps.
He was just calling out everything.
I almost think it would be the other way.
Really?
I think Liquid just plays super like individual and just be able to pick off NUTURN, where Fnatic might give them, other than Durka, they might give them a little too much respect and like try to play a little bit more tactical. And maybe that's what, you know, a team like NUTURN actually does good against.
Just from the sheer fact that they didn't break the camera. It's been another
opposite opinions.
One single ability.
The reason I say that is just because of Liquid's kind of old comp.
Now with this pistol though, pressure is on.
That's true.
They're not feeling it for NUTURN because they're pressuring down towards Stewart.
And Fnatic plays Astra, right?
Allows for the other 3 players.
Does Liquid? No. They play Brim, I know, on.
They don't play Viper either. They don't play any of those.
Okay, I mean, that's a good point then.
Yeah,
that's like my only reasoning. It's just comps. It might feel a little bit more comfortable for them based off comps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Soms gets caught by a fadeaway from Lakia.
It's not over. It's not over.
Soms left off. And Dapper is now fighting by himself against
Not
Jest
over.
and Perry.
They got the pistol.
Time here
Bombs planted.
as much as possible.
Listen, it's Spike. Okay.
There goes Perry though with the stick, and
does
Dapper
Raze
is
know?
just counting on them coming off of it.
Ooh.
It's not going to work out for Dapper. NUTURN pick up a much-needed round, the pistol round no less, on this second half.
The Sentinels go for the full BM and just buy like Marshals and Deagles here?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like they do. Knowing them, they must, right?
Yeah, of course they buy this round.
The garage side was just very well done for NUTURN at this point. You said it, Dan. It was a much
Give tens a Marshal. Give Sick like a Deagle or something.
There it is.
Sheriff.
And now
There it is. Deagle Sheriffs.
But Sentinels, they just want to close it out right now. Another Marshal in the hands of tens. He's setting up right now to try to get some sort of control towards the garage area. And the rest of them are now moving just behind him on grass. Looks like it's going to be B.
I can't believe Lackey didn't buy.
This is awesome. You would never expect to see him there.
Doesn't matter. He's dead.
Solo in a good position. to
Actually,
get the
it's good
punish.
that he didn't buy, it turned out.
Chaos here. Sentinels trying to spring off of Tens' action. NUTURN control it though, slow it down.
I can't believe he gets that kill, Tens, and dashes in. Hello?
And here they go through Garage.
Take your kill. Take your
Just there,
W.
ready and waiting.
Oh.
It's to be fair, it's not that common for two people to be B on second round.
Oh god, it's so scary. Is
But-
1 HP
oh,
finally finds the
Perry
bullet
was
onto
with
Zoms. Dapper.
Yeah, but you're the one on the forced by eco kind of, you know?
Yeah, but you're up 10-3.
Yeah,
and
true,
the
true.
first one was a
True, I guess
7-2.
you are up 10-3, so send it, right? Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Just get him out.
Yeah, true.
Out comes the
Get him
Sheriff
out.
and Dapper. All that comes through as well, and in goes NUTURN.
Okay.
So swing wide with that judge.
Okay.
And Perry with the
Okay.
Spectre. Nice little combo there, and they'll close it down in favor
I'm
of
back.
NUTURN. Oh, that was a bit scary though.
Surprised they didn't. Like, they just ran out like that, right? They ran out with a flashback bomb, and he hit a flick on the graffiti guy. And I'm surprised he didn't use his aftershock. Aftershock graffiti, flash out. Like, aftershock graffiti, flash the default flash, just swing.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that
clear
have
with it.
been better?
That shows how
I would think
it's a
so.
little bit shaky for NUTURN. They're starting to
Might as
show
well.
that pressure,
It's
but at
like
least they
insurance if
capitalized on that
something goes
victory in
wrong.
the end. Fault line doesn't hit anybody, but you got to
Maybe they
judge
just,
with a
I mean,
drive
Solo
by,
maybe just has the
with
CS
that
thing where
spread
it's
on
like,
low HP
it's a
for
2v1 or
Sentinels,
2v2, just gun out, go in and
You're happy
trade.
about that round,
Yeah,
but
maybe.
it was expensive.
Also,
You
it's a
got another
judge,
gun round
so
coming in
just
for
one-shots them if they're
Sentinels
anywhere
because
close.
Yeah, maybe not let him get any space at all. Just let him stay as close as possible, so get there fast. Maybe that's what he's thinking. But then again, I very rarely see Solo use his aftershock. I'll be honest.
Oh, nice.
Dude, that was one of the most fun abilities is Breach too. I think it should be able to kill Killjoy ult.
Tens once again looking to open.
Well, it probably will soon. Just because just looking at the blog post that they said that the way Breach is played right now, everybody just holds on to flashes, and the other utility that he has isn't used enough, and they don't think it's like they don't think it's good enough, so they're gonna buff the other abilities in some way. The flashes will remain the same. So I'm thinking maybe an aftershock to kill utility.
And that's 2 for
Maybe.
Solo. That is huge. Gets to upgrade to the Phantom. A 5
I feel
versus
like
3 now for
just
NUTURN.
Killjoy ult would be enough.
Well, yeah.
Who else it couldn't really
You
kill?
can't really
And
kill
NUTURN
anything
are
else,
taking
but
their
Yeah,
precious
the
time
Killjoy
on the
turret, I
rotation.
guess.
It's
Sure,
really
why
trying to
not?
check for everything.
that's what I'm saying. Just throw it in there so it
Gets
can
caught
kill
by
anything.
Dapper.
Yeah.
Just
30
that's a
seconds
pretty
to
big
get
radius.
on the
It might
site.
accidentally
Still
blow
a
something up.
Very good chance for Sentinels to win this round.
30 seconds.
Oh! The jump shot is a great way to start things off here. 10 covering with the daggers, and
Ooh.
Sick is going to be
Ooh.
doing
No
even better
way.
job
He's
with
bailing him out
Phantom.
though.
Yeah.
Just like that, it's a 1 versus 3 here for NUTURN. Perry is
Perry
gonna
wins
have a
these.
hell of a task on his hands, and
You think so?
Oh yeah, he wins these. Watch this.
Weak, but
Okay, I'm watching.
see
I'm
if Perry
watching.
can find that first opening engagement. Sentinels with a great peek there.
Almost.
One player in an LLM,
Almost.
and one player lower down.
Nice try. Nice
A
try.
double peek. You can't really beat that too easily.
Damn, dude, that right there was just looked like land diff, by the way. Online, I feel like with how low tens was, you could have easily gotten away with peeking and getting a couple shots off before you went down. But he died so fast when he peeked right there.
Yeah.
But after
Like, that was insane how fast he died.
That just turned things over right there for
Yeah, I can't really speak to. I've never played this game online yet, so I feel like this game, yeah, Sag. I always thought Jet would be worse because I feel like the online hitboxes for Jet and Raze when they're moving super fast are broken, but Jets are just as powerful here.
I don't know.
I feel like the hitboxes are fine.
Push coming in from Solo gets taken down.
Even when Jet's like in the air and Raze is double satchling into your face.
Yeah, I think so.
But they're getting caught out. Maybe that's
I just think it's just hard to hit. That's all. Just in general, you know.
Three players and
just like an awkward,
fully commit this one now to the A site.
Like an awkward movement you're not used to, especially as CS players, right?
Yeah, sometimes you just have to flick your mouse way in the air and swat a Jet out of the sky like she's a little fly.
Yeah, like that's
Oh my!
That's a play.
That's 2 players now against 3. So he's really created. Allow has created a chance for his team. I mean, Perry is kind of far away though.
Go next.
This will be a very tough one.
GG go next.
GG go next.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like that to worry about, but Tens is so lethal. There's not too much to be done about that one.
Yeah, when there's no post-plant utilities that you have to worry about, maybe from shock darts, you still have the firepower that Sentinels has to worry about too. Though that was a nasty shot, and unfortunately, this is gonna be a round to think about.
NUTURN did better than I expected. So
you see how Solo's
that's a W in my eyes.
Like the tournament or
the
just
tournament?
Today?
The tournament.
They're not out yet.
They're
They're in the lower bracket finals.
They're out.
They're top 3, Shroud.
They're out.
What do you mean? They're top 3.
Yeah, but they're out.
It's going to be very difficult to find the recovery.
So you're saying there's no chance they could beat either Fnatic or Liquid?
How they opened the
no. Well, yeah.
In mid. I think that was really
That's what you're saying right now.
No.
On that timing, but
there's always a chance, but no, there's no chance.
We then had like 2 more pushes.
There's a chance, but there's
does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay.
It's looking like it's coming apart a little bit, but we'll see. Have to see if they're able to.
You never know though. You know, maybe Perry wakes up tomorrow, gets some.
This is match point now for
starts owning, carrying.
Maybe picks Astra.
Solo and Suggest they're just fighting.
Imagine that tomorrow their whole comp has changed.
That would be, that's a power move if they do that. No way.
It's a Guardian long range. Tens gets the kill, and despite them getting the kills, they're still falling back here, Dan. So still giving respect to Sentinels, and now Suggest is by himself.
Oh, he jumped into it.
And just like that, it looks like
that was an easy dodge.
That's one way to lose. That's one way to lose.
Oh,
you had man advantage, and you still lost.
Oh,
he's gonna get peppered from all sides, and there we go.
Okay, I predicted 13-6, but it's 13-4.
To take the series to move forward to the grand
well,
finals.
Grand finals, easy. That was like, I feel like that was the easiest grand finals ever for Sentinels.
In this tournament,
like the run, yeah.
It's so easy. They're just running over everybody.
For sure.
They were all 2-0s, right?
Yeah.
Now for Sentinels, they're walking into the grand
yeah, 2-0 Fnatic, 2-0 Vikings.
There's a world in which Sentinels wins this whole tournament without losing a map.
So much potential.
It's looking quite likely too.
What Shazam currently has in stores into the grand finals, into a BO5. But overall, it's been.
I mean, to be fair, their matches against Fnatic were pretty close, like all things considered.
Yeah.
But no. I feel like we need Fnatic versus Sentinels in the finals. It's like the best possible case.
You want Fnatic versus Sentinels?
Yeah, I think Fnatic is the better team. I don't know why. Sentinels.
You don't want to see a Scream versus Tens?
Sure, I mean I do, but who's the better team between Fnatic and Liquid? I don't know why. I feel like it's Fnatic.
We'll see tomorrow who's the better team.
Yeah, well, they have to play each other, and then they have to play NUTURN. So maybe neither of them even make it that far.
Dude, don't, please.
Can you imagine?
Please, that's.
I mean, to be, I want Sentinels to win. But your chat's like HIKO's a